I know what you are thinking. What's with the birds? Well, first off, they are not just regular birds. They are considered a fancy breed of pigeon, known as an Oriental Frill. Take a close look, and you will see how they differ from your run-of-the-mill city pigeon. It is originally a Turkish pigeon breed, specially bred for the Ottoman sultans in the Manisa Palace. It is called Hünkari, the bird of the sultans in its homeland. This breed has a very distinctive look, starting with the very round-shaped head, to its noticeably smaller beak, something you wouldn't normally associate with most breeds of pigeons. Also contributing to their unique look, let's take a closer look at the feathered plumage. Notice the wisp of feathers on the back of the head, and the ruffles across the chest. Even their feet have a flare-shaped feather arrangement, shrouding the ankles. There are two primary versions of this breed. First, is the blondinets. The blondinets are identified by their colored bodies with a lighter shade of wings. The latter are identified as satinets, easily recognizable by their white bodies and colored wings. The variety I chose is the satinets, and I was able to secure a pair from a breeder in Jacksonville. So, at this point, you are probably wondering, why would someone like me want to have a couple of pigeons occupying a space in the dojo? Well, Your Honor, may I approach the bench to present my case? You see, it all started about 15 years ago, when my wife and I were visiting the Osceola flea market, where we had wandered into a small pet shop. They had many varieties of birds on display, but I became mesmerized by the pleasant sound that was being emitted from one of the cages. That sound had a very soothing effect on me. After peering into the cage, I was surprised to find two white fluffy pigeons, huddled together, cooing to one another. I considered purchasing them right there on the spot, but I talked myself out of it. A moment in time, I regretted. From that day forward, I would often look online and check out the local pet shops, looking to see if they had any Oriental Frills. Unfortunately, due to the rarity of the breed, most of the pet shops were unfamiliar with what I was looking for. But then recently, we stopped in a pet shop in the Melbourne flea market, and while we were asking about the availability of getting a pair of Oriental Frill, one of the customers approached us stating, "If you join one of the pigeon breeding groups on Facebook, you might find what you were looking for." Genius. So I went home and joined a couple of Facebook groups, and waited. But I didn't have to wait long. A man in Jacksonville offered to sell me a pair of pigeons to my liking. So we took a little ride to check them out. It didn't take long for me to pick out the pair I wanted.